So this YouTube channel is all about keeping fish in glass boxes, and until yesterday, I was sitting in front of a glass box with no fish in it. Today, I want to take you on a trip to the fish store with me, where I picked out these 7 fish. Let's do it. Hey folks, it's John with K2 Tropical. Super excited to be here with you today to show you my trip to the fish store to pick up all of these fish. I went over there yesterday, got a ton of great footage. It was a really good time. If you like these kind of videos and you want to see more of this kind of stuff, click that little subscribe button right down there. It's free, why not? All right, I gotta be honest with you. I took my camera with me, the brand new camera, and I got some really good footage in the truck, but I had an issue with the camera. I really just don't even know how to use it yet. So the footage was absolutely unusable. The video was good, but the audio was a nightmare. But the footage from the fish store itself was perfect, so let's just go with that. So to get these fish, I went to Beltway Aquarium in Waldorf, Maryland. If you recall the story I told in a live stream with Corey from Aquarium Co-op a couple years ago, I talked about driving down the road and looking over and saying, hey, it's a fish store. Well, this is the one. I stopped there a couple of weeks ago and saw they had a few tanks with African cichlids that were good price and pretty close to my house, so I decided, well, let's just go on up there and get the first few fish for the tank. Alright, so I have to go off script here for just a second and talk about these clown loaches. Good Lord, they're staring at you in the face right when you walk in the door. Not only have I never seen them this big, I didn't realize they got this big. You might be asking, why wouldn't I order the fish from an Imperial Tropicals or a Cichlid Shack or a Live Fish Direct? Well, unfortunately, at the moment, budget's a concern. I need fish in this tank, and with the amount of money I've been spending lately, Lisa would kill me if I put a huge order in for fish. I'm not saying these websites are expensive, they're certainly not at all, but when I order fish online, I like to put in a huge order to help justify shipping. That way you're not paying for shipping over and over and over again. When you consider that in the last 2 weeks, I've bought a new webcam for live streams, 2 new microphones, 3 new tripods, a new light kit, a new aquarium, and oh yeah, the brand new DSLR camera, you can see why I gotta watch my spending on fish. So as you can see from the footage, this is a really cool little fish store. It's very tight, but they've got some super cool stuff. I saw quite a bit of things in here that I've never seen in fish stores before, like those giant clown loaches we already talked about at the entrance. I don't know what planet those jokers came from, but I've never seen clown loaches that big. One of the biggest surprises for me were the flower horns. I was not expecting those. I've never really been into flower horns, but I gotta be honest, when I saw those in there, and thought did cross my mind of, well, maybe I'll just get one of those. But I had a plan and I knew I had to stick to it. So I went in with a plan to get 6 male peacocks. I ended up seeing one that I absolutely had to have, so I left with 7, and I'm glad I did. I'm really happy with all of them. Overall, I had a great time in this store. The staff was super friendly, and I even met a couple of people there. We were chatting a little bit, and one of them even knew who I was, so that was pretty cool too. But it was a good time overall, and I will definitely go back. To be honest, the first time I went in that store, I was like, I don't know about this place, but I guess they were still setting up. They were still putting in tanks and there was stuff everywhere. It was just a little bit chaotic. This time, it was still chaotic, but it was chaotic in a good way. So, it's been a long time since I've gone to a fish store to buy fish. This was a really big deal for me, and I just thoroughly enjoyed myself. Once I got them home, I floated them in the tank for about 30 minutes, then removed the fish from the bags and dumped them in the tank. They took a little bit of time to settle in, but after about an hour, they were comfortable, they ate, and they made themselves right at home. So here they are after about 24 hours. I wanted to go through and talk about what each one is because there's going to be people that are going to ask. So this first one here, of course, is an OB. If you're wondering what that stands for, it stands for orange blotch. Lisa named him Jeb. Not this one, but the red one she named Jeb. This is another OB. I'm a sucker for OBs. I've just probably not only going to have 2, probably going to have several in this tank. This one is a sulfur head, showing colors of a male, but we'll see. I don't know. But sulfur head peacock, he's a little skinny, but I'll fatten him up. This one is, I call a dragon blood. Some people call him a firefish, but I like dragon blood. It just sounds cool. But that's a male. I'd bet everything I have on that. That's the guy I was pointing at in the video that I just knew I had to have. This one is going to be a regal blue. Absolutely gorgeous. That color is just striking on him. Camera does pretty well doing it justice, but who knows. But this one is a Benga yellow. Again, a little bit concerned, might be a female that's a little bit juiced up. Who knows? But it has some pretty nice yellow, and I am seeing some blue in the face, so we'll see. And this one here is an albino. An albino what? I don't know, but it doesn't matter to me because I love albinos. So there you go. This was a lot of fun for me. I really did enjoy it. I'm really happy with the fish. Overall, it was just an absolute blast, and it's something that I haven't done in a very long time. So it was very exciting. It was a lot of fun. I felt like a kid again. So thank you so much for going along on this journey with me. And don't forget, folks, these fish that you have in your aquarium, they are living things. They're not decorations. Do your job and take care of your fish. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.